God says, "My beloved, listen closely, for these words are not mere encouragement, but a divine key to unlock the doors you have long been knocking on. For I see how you have prayed with fervor, how you have cried in secret for breakthrough, for release, for a shift so profound that it would erase the weight of years spent in waiting. But I must tell you in truth and with the love of a father who knows your heart fully, your breakthrough is not delayed. It is not lost. It is not hidden from me. It is standing just on the other side of the very fear you have refused to face. For the enemy has planted seeds of fear so subtly, wrapping them in reason, in caution, even in memories of past pain. And you have come to believe that this fear is wisdom, that avoiding this confrontation is somehow safety. But I tell you now, with all the authority of heaven, that this fear is a gate, a thin veil designed to keep you from stepping into the fullness of what I have prepared. And child, I see how you have grown weary in the waiting, how disappointment has made you cautious, how betrayal has taught you to hold back your trust. And yet I have watched as you still pressed on, as you still whispered prayers even when your faith felt faint. And it is because of that faith, small though it may feel to you, that I have kept you, covered you, and brought you to this pivotal hour where all of heaven stands ready to respond, if only you will take the step I am asking of you. And I know it feels impossible. I know the fear speaks louder than my promises at times. I know you have rehearsed every scenario where you might fail, fall, or be rejected again. But I need you to hear me clearly. I have already gone before you. I have already made provision for every need, and I have already secured the victory on the other side of this fear. For I am not calling you to step into darkness alone. I am calling you to step into the light of my presence, where you will find strength you never knew you carried, favor you never thought you deserved, and doors swinging wide that no man and no enemy can shut. And beloved, I see even now how the enemy has whispered lies to you, telling you that facing this fear will break you. But I tell you the opposite is true. Facing it will make you. For within this moment is the turning point you have prayed for, and I will not allow fear to hold captive the destiny I have written over your life. So I'm sending my spirit now to stir courage within you, to awaken the boldness of a lion that has been dormant under layers of hesitation, and to remind you that you are not called to live beneath your inheritance, but to rise and take hold of it with the authority given to you as my child. And as you choose to face this fear, not in your strength, but in mine, you will see walls crumble, chains break, and paths clear in ways so sudden and so miraculous that it will leave even those who doubted you in awe. For this is not merely about one breakthrough, but about the unlocking of a season of overflow. And as you obey, as you trust, as you step into the unknown with me, you will realize that the fear was never as strong as it seemed, and the enemy never as powerful as he appeared. For I am with you, and where I am, no fear can remain, no weapon can prosper, and no darkness can prevail. And so listen, beloved, the moment you face what you have avoided, you will see me move with a swiftness and power that will heal the wounds of waiting and reward the faith that kept you holding on when everything in you wanted to give up. And I say to you now, arise, for the hour is here, and I'm calling you into the place where your breakthrough has been waiting all along. God says, beloved child, as you hear my voice even now, let it cut through every layer of doubt that has settled like a fog over your heart. For I am speaking directly into the very place where fear has taken root, where hesitation has built walls, and where your faith has struggled to rise against the weight of what feels impossible. And I tell you again with unshakable certainty, your breakthrough is not absent. It is not lost. It is not being withheld as punishment or delay. It is standing. In plain sight, on the other side of the fear that has whispered to you for far too long that you are not ready, not strong enough, not worthy to step into what I have ordained. And I see how the enemy has tried relentlessly to magnify this fear, to turn it into a mountain so intimidating that you would rather camp in the valley of comfort than climb into the unknown where your miracle awaits. But I need you to understand, child. This fear is nothing more than a paper wall, fragile, thin, and powerless in the presence of my spirit. And though it has looked unmovable, though it has felt like chains around your heart, I have come now to remind you that my perfect love drives out all fear, my power makes the weak strong, and my presence turns uncertainty into confidence. For you were never meant to face this alone. And I know the thoughts that have tormented you, the memories that replay of past failures, past rejections, and past wounds that have convinced you to stay small, to stay silent, to stay safe. But hear me, those days are over, for I am calling you to rise, to confront what has intimidated you, to stare down what has mocked you, and to step boldly forward even if your knees are shaking, because I am the one holding you up, and I will not let you fall. And as you take this step of faith, even now the heavens are shifting, the atmosphere is changing, and angels are moving into position to clear the way before you. For the fear that has blocked your path is about to break like glass beneath your feet. And when it does, you will see doors swing wide, opportunities accelerate, and blessings overtake you with a speed that will leave you breathless. For I do not ask you to face fear because I delight in your struggle. I ask it because I know what's waiting on the other side, and I will not allow the lies of the enemy to rob you of the inheritance I wrote over your life before you were even formed in the womb. And child, I know it is hard. I know your heart pounds at the thought of stepping into the unknown. But I promise you, there is nothing unknown to me, for I have gone ahead of you. I have secured every detail, and I have already declared victory over every obstacle you will encounter. And when you walk through this valley, you will discover that what you thought was meant to destroy you has been the very tool I used to strengthen you, to teach you to depend on me, and to prepare you for the weight of glory that your destiny carries. And yes, even those who doubted you, who dismissed you, who believed you would never rise, will stand astonished as they witness the breakthrough that bursts forth when you finally refuse to let fear decide your future. And they will say, "Surely the Lord is with them. Surely his hand has been upon them all along." And I say again to you now, do not wait for the fear to disappear before you move, for it is in your movement that I will dissolve it. It is in your step of faith that I will meet you with power. And it is in your obedience that I will unlock the floodgates of heaven over your life. And beloved, as you do, you will feel my presence like never before, my peace like a river washing over you, and my strength rising within you until the fear that once seemed so large shrinks to nothing. And in that moment, you'll understand why I allow the waiting, the wrestling, the pressing, because what I am about to release is not just for you. It is for every life tied to your obedience, every generation connected to your breakthrough, and every soul that will find hope because you chose to face what you once ran from. And so I speak courage into your spirit now. Courage to rise, courage to trust, courage to step forward knowing that I, the Lord your God, am with you. And I have already gone before you to prepare a table in the presence of every enemy that tried to convince you this day would never come. And as you take this step, child, know that you are walking not just into breakthrough, but into a season of favor, restoration, and abundance so great it will redeem every tear, every loss, and every moment you thought I was silent. For I have never been silent. I have been working, and now is the time for you to see with your own eyes what I promised all along. God says, "Beloved, As you stand at the crossroads of fear and faith, hear my voice now, like a trumpet blast awakening the sleepers and calling forth the courageous. For I am the God who specializes in turning impossibilities into testimonies, and what you are about to experience will surpass every expectation and rewrite every story of limitation you have carried. And I know how deeply the fear has rooted itself in your mind, whispering lies that keep you trapped in hesitation and doubt, convincing you that the risks are too great, that the wounds of the past are too fresh, that the future is too uncertain. But I say to you now, those whispers are nothing more than smoke and mirrors designed to blind you to the glory that awaits. And I am here to pull back the veil and show you what lies beyond that fear. A realm where breakthrough is not only possible, but inevitable, because I have decreed it, sealed it with my covenant, and positioned my angels to escort you into this new season. And as you prepare to cross this threshold, know that the breakthrough you seek is not a distant dream or a fragile hope, but a living reality birthed from your obedience and nurtured by your faith. And though the journey has been long and the battle fierce, every step you have taken in trust has brought you closer to the moment where fear loses its grip and freedom explodes like the dawn breaking over a dark horizon. And I see how your heart longs for release, how your spirit aches for victory, how your soul thirsts for the peace that only I can give. And I say to you now, the breakthrough you desire is standing right there, just beyond the shadow of that fear you have been avoiding. And the moment you step forward to face it, my power will flow through you like a rushing river, sweeping away every obstacle, every doubt, and every chain that has bound you. And I promise you, beloved, that this breakthrough will not be small or quiet, but a monumental shift that shakes foundations, changes trajectories, and causes even the heavens to rejoice. And yes, there may be moments of trembling, moments when your courage falters, moments when the past tries to claw its way back to remind you of pain. But I am with you. I am your shield, your strength, your ever-present help in times of trouble, and I will not let you fall. And as you face this fear with me, you will begin to see the pieces fall into place. Unexpected doors will open, relationships will be restored, opportunities will multiply, and blessings will overflow beyond what you imagined. And even those who have opposed you, who have doubted you, and who have tried to keep you confined in limited spaces will be confounded by the evidence of my hand moving mightily in your life. For I am a God who honors perseverance, who rewards faithfulness, and who delights in making a way where there seems to be no way. And beloved, this breakthrough will also release healing, not just for you, but for those around you. Generations who have suffered under burdens you did not even know existed will find relief through your obedience, and lives will be touched and transformed because you chose to stand firm and face the fear that once threatened to consume you. And I declare over you now that this season of breakthrough will bring with it new levels of clarity, peace, and purpose that will allow you to walk confidently into your destiny, equipped with the wisdom and strength that only I can provide. And as you embrace this moment, remember that breakthrough is not the absence of struggle, but the triumph through it. And I am here, your God, your deliverer, your redeemer, calling you forward, empowering you, and celebrating with you as you step into all that I have prepared. So rise up, beloved, rise up with courage, rise up with faith, and watch as your breakthrough explodes into reality and transforms your life in ways you never thought possible. For I am with you, and the best is yet to come. God says, beloved, now hear this final declaration. For the hour of your breakthrough has fully arrived, and the veil that once obscured your vision is being lifted by my mighty hand. And as you stand on the precipice of this new season, I want you to know that every trembling step you took toward facing your fear has paved the way for unprecedented favor and glory to pour over your life. For I am the God who never fails, the one who turns trials into triumphs and darkness into dazzling light. And I see how long you have waited, how many moments you spent wrestling with uncertainty, how the shadows of past wounds try to dim your hope. But I say to you now, those shadows are dissolving, and in their place, my glory is rising, shining brighter than ever before. For your breakthrough is not a mere event, but a divine transformation that will ripple through every area of your life, awakening blessings you never imagined and opening doors that no one can shut. And as you step forward, fully into this breakthrough, know that I am releasing strength into your spirit to carry you beyond what you thought possible, wisdom to navigate new territories, and peace that surpasses all understanding to guard your heart against the enemy's schemes. And I promise you that those who stood against you, those who spoke lies over your future, those who rejoiced at your struggles will now stand in awe as they witness the power of my redemption at work in your life. For I will use your testimony as a beacon of hope to others still trapped in fear, and your victory will become their encouragement. And as the breakthrough manifests, you will feel the weight of chains falling off. You will hear the sound of open doors swinging wide, and you will know with absolute certainty that the fear which once held you captive was only the gateway through which you had to pass to claim what I have prepared. And I declare over you now that this is the beginning of a new chapter, a season of exponential growth, divine favor, and supernatural provision. And as you embrace it, the joy of the Lord will become your strength, and you will walk in confidence because I am walking with you every step of the way, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. No plan of the enemy will succeed, for I am your fortress, your refuge, and your deliverer, and I have already made the path clear before you. And even now, angels are marching in alignment with my will to guard your breakthrough and celebrate your victories. And I say to you, beloved, do not fear what lies ahead, for I have equipped you with all you need to fulfill your destiny, and the gifts I have placed within you will continue to blossom and expand beyond measure, touching lives, healing hearts, and transforming situations. And you will look back and marvel at how far you have come, realizing that what you once feared was merely the entrance to the greatest season of your life. And so rise up now with boldness. Take hold of the breakthrough I am releasing, and move forward knowing that I am your God who fights for you, who loves you without end, and who has written your victory in the heavens before the foundations of the earth. And the best is yet to come for you, beloved, for I am the Lord your God, and your breakthrough is now unstoppable.